Hi, everyone. I'm Charlene Shirk, and welcome to Social Champions, where we speak to some of the most innovative thinkers in the social media space. Joining me today from Morristown, New Jersey, is my co-host, Joseph Frederico. Joseph, so good to see you, sir.
Thank you, Charlene, for having me once again. Appreciate it.
Love to see you. And from Allentown, Pennsylvania, Matt Skullerud with Pink Media. Matt, also, you've joined us once again. Thank you so much for coming on back to the show.
It's great to be here again. I'm looking forward to it.
All right, so let's look forward to it. Let's get to it. Matt, tell folks what you do over there at Pink Media.
Yeah, it's been over 27 years now. We just help companies figure out how to target and reach the LGBT community online. And so started with banner ads and email campaigns once upon a time, and now it's been mobile apps and video and a lot of social media.
Matt, you're such a beacon in the community. We've known each other for quite some time. Can you pinpoint, exactly one of the challenges that you help your customers now in a post-pandemic world?
Yeah, well, it's almost always the same thing. A lot of times clients will come to us and just simply say, I want to reach gay people. I want to reach lesbians. And so the challenge, but also the fun part, the education, is really working with them to let them know that, it's not all about just kind of throwing out a broad net out there to reach the LGBT audience. It's really about understanding more about who is their specific audience. And then we go back and do our best to be able to try to show them examples and ways that we could find them. And so every client is a little different, but the education process is almost always the same.
So with that, how do you and your team plan on reaching a wider audience going forward after the holidays?
Yeah. Well, especially 2023, we're finding that things have been progressing even before the pandemic. It was progressing, going from kind of the just traditional social media banner ads and so forth, and it was really it really accelerated into this whole idea of storytelling, content marketing, and then using that as kind of the primary piece or work in order to kind of make outreach. And so we're seeing that as we enter 2023 after the holidays, that accelerated change is continuing on. We've got a lot of projects ready for the new year, and we're just going to continue to expand and make sure most of our clients understand the opportunities that are there.
And Matt, how has the communication and how you have located your demographic changed over the past 2 decades?
Yeah, well, it used to be like we would, especially when it came to a website, we had our own website, but we became it was back in '95, became one of the largest worldwide, grew it, sold it. And then, but back then it was always starting out in the world of, like I said, like some content in the form of a story on a website, banner ads, email campaigns. And so the real change really has just been going from those very traditional pieces into all these opportunities that are available now, especially when it comes to video, whether it's on TikTok or Instagram Reels and putting it on Twitter. So all these opportunities have just been the biggest change, but also the greatest challenges, and made it fun over the last few years.
And can I ask, how has the conversation changed? Now we've got such a diverse population in the LGBTQ plus community.
Yeah.
How does that conversation change? And you've given that example before where someone says, well, I want to reach gay people, or I want to reach lesbians. Yeah. Can I ask, what are they targeting that particular demographic for? Can you walk us through that example?
Yeah, it's all different. That's the beauty of it. Every client will have a different target that they're looking for. One of the most popular ones is travel. So once upon a time, you couldn't even reach LGBT travelers. You just reached an LGBT community online and hope for the best. Put your ads around travel content. But now, especially when it comes to Facebook in some ways kind of pioneered that whole idea, as far as now we know more about our individual users and their interests. So we kind of went from being able to kind of target just a basic LGBT travel profile through the web into, I want to reach LGBT people who have shown an interest in a variety of different travel, whether that's like adventure travel, backpacking, cruising, and so forth, and then also have shown an interest in my destination. So if your destination, whether that's Palm Springs, P-Town, Spain, you could actually target people that are LGBT that do enjoy travel and have shown an interest in a destination. So that those 3 different kind of subsets, being able to bring those together means that things have really evolved quickly over the last few years.
And has the conversation included, for example, you use travel? Spain is welcoming and friendly. This particular area is not. Because I feel like there's still such pushback out there in the world, right? And safety still remains such an important part, and acceptance and inclusion. So how do you, as a marketer, also include that verbiage or that messaging that these are places that not just want your business, but are also welcoming to our lifestyle and inclusive and accepting?
Yeah, I would say you really have it's twofold, especially when it's a destination. A lot of destinations are really stepping up and trying to show through their own content, their own videos, their own blog posts, and so forth, to really show that they are welcoming, that they've actually worked with various hotels and other small businesses in their region to make sure that their kind of the training is up to speed, so that everybody understands some of the nuances and with working with an LGBT traveler. But in addition, especially in today's world, whether that was on TikTok or Instagram and so forth, there's so much user generated content, and so you don't even have to your decision for where to go and the things that you see doesn't have to just be specifically the business things directed at you. That you actually really have an opportunity to see what are other people just like me, how are they experiencing the destination, and it's really become a strong part of marketing nowadays.
Matt,
Joseph, I'll let you have the last
again,
question.
we're going to land this plane. What is the one tip, Matt, going forward? We talked about storytelling, being organic, the LGBTQ community. What's the one tip that you can offer marketers going forward in a post-pandemic world as they gear up for Q1 in 2023?
Yeah, I would say the main thing is don't be afraid of user-generated content. That's probably one of the top things that marketers will sometimes shy away from because they're not sure. It's outside of their control. Learn how to embrace it, whether that's working with folks that you identify and see as like, man, that person or that individual or that couple, they really resonate with me as a business. And find ways that they could work together with you. You can utilize some of their content and they could share some of yours. There's so many different ways that you can work with folks that are not just influencers and not just marketers, but just individuals that are on the same page as you.
Awesome. Matt,
That's
thank
amazing.
you so much for joining us today. You always offer such a wealth of insight. It's always such a pleasure having you on the show.
You guys are amazing. Thank you so much.
And Joseph, thank you so much for co-hosting today. Again, always great questions.
Thank you very much, as always, Charlene. Appreciate it.
Oh, it's my pleasure. And if you'd like to learn more about what they're doing over there at Pink Media, you can start by checking them out on dailyadbrief.com. I'm your host, Charlene Shirk from our Jacksonville studios. Thank you so much for joining us for Social Champions, and we look forward to learning something new with you next time.
Simplify presents Addressable CTV, combining the power of TV with the targeting and attribution of digital. Simplify's Addressable CTV delivers massive reach with the ability to scale without sacrificing precision. TV buyers can generate incremental reach with household-level targeting, frequency controls, reporting, and insights. To learn more about Simplify's Addressable CTV and what it can do for your clients, visit simply.fi.